I would then go into some details about the Union of Skills and what it means, what we put forward, and what it will mean in the future, because we are just starting the work on skills. One of the critical responses that our union needs to deliver in order to be competitive is a response to the skills shortage and to the labor shortage as well. So that is why we are putting forward the Union of Skills and the first two deliverables, which is an action plan on basic skills and one on STEM. It will continue, the work will continue. Further along in time, we will come with an action plan on vocational and educational training and one for teachers and trainers. But let me outline briefly, not being descriptive, how we see this vision for Skills for Europe, the Union of Skills, and some flagships, or let's say some key initiatives that are new tools and I think should be known. Not being descriptive, I repeat myself. We built the Union of Skills on 4 pillars and 2 horizontal key enablers. As a response to the situation that we are facing, which is that we are on a declining pathway in the basic skills achievement of our young generation and of the adults. 1 out of 3, that is 33%, of our teenagers is failing in basic maths. So this is absolutely critical. 1 out of 4, 25%, is failing in science. 40-something%, almost half, lack basic skills. With adults, we do not have a much better, let's say, picture. They are also lagging behind in certain areas, such as digital skills, but many lack even sufficient basic skills as well. Another challenge that we have is that the industry, the economy, is transforming at a rapid pace, and our education and skilling systems cannot keep up. There is even a disruptive, of course, tendency that we are seeing with the automation, AI, generative AI, using the new tools that change workplaces, that change the profile of jobs, that change industries. So we need to address this difference in speeds as well. And another issue and another, let's say, systemic aspect that we want to address to the Union of Skills is the fragmentation. In the European Union, we talk a lot about fragmentation in different sectors. Yes, we have fragmentation in the way we respond to the need to skill and educate our population. And I'll give here just a brief example. The European Union, of course, does not have competence, legal competence, mostly on education and skills, but it does invest a lot of money. We invest, and we looked at all the EU strands through which we invest EU money in skills and education. We invest in overall 150 billion euros in the current MFF. 2021-2027. That means RRF, cohesion policy, that means Erasmus, that means InvestEU, and other funding strands. But they have different management systems, different policy objectives, and obviously we are not being able to provide the impact. So we need to spend this money much better. So these are elements through which, or for which, we come forward with this Union of Skills, to which we are providing answers as well. Coming back to the structure of the Union of Skills, so 4 pillars, 2 horizontal enablers. Pillar 1, measures on improving basic skills. I would mention here 2 elements that I think are interesting and important for you to know. We propose a set of 5 basic skills. So we increase the number of basic skills. We define them in a broader sense, not just literacy, maths, science, digital literacy, of course, better defined, and citizenship literacy, where we have multiple, let's say, elements, including media literacy, preparedness, civic education, and so on and so forth. So this is one novelty. Another novelty is that we propose a basic skills support scheme to be accessed mainly by schools that are facing systemic, repetitive failures in equipping their students with the basic skills at the level of achievement that is necessary. So this basic skill scheme, we will first of all pilot starting this year, and learn from the lessons of the pilot, and then scale it up with the funds that we have, with the national budgets, with the resources that we can gather. But we want to bring this basic skills support scheme to life in order to tackle this. This being said, another important pillar, the second pillar of the Union of Skills, and one that was mentioned many times by social partners, is workplace training. So the reskilling and upskilling of workers. Here, of course, we are aware that we need also to change the mindset, to provide the stimulation, support, financial support to companies, so that workers, no matter their age, no matter their position in company, are able to transition or to navigate the transition, the transformation of their industries. There are industries that are already facing challenges. We look at the automotive sector. We discussed it today. So we need to support workers to be able to reskill, upskill, to remain in the same company, in the same industry, or transition in other jobs in the same company or in similar industries. And that can be done. So for that, we propose a tool that is called the Skills Guarantee for Workers. We also will pilot it, probably for automotive, we see, and offer there the support for training, reskilling, but also active labor measures for the companies that support the workers that are at risk of unemployment or that could be repositioned inside the industry so that they are more secure with their job, that they are able to continue to function effectively in a quality job in the respective company or industry. So this we pilot as well, a Skills for Workers guarantee. I would then mention the third pillar of the Union of Skills, which is, again, about a European labor force, but it's about the mobility inside our union, on the internal market, between member states. Of course, here we have certain tools in place, but they work with difficulty. The recognition of diplomas is always a topic. We have barriers. It takes a lot of time to have your diploma recognized. But what we propose is inspired by our dialogue with the companies, a skills-first approach. So we will propose a skills portability initiative, one that will allow an automatic recognition of the skills of workers and professionals so it's not about diplomas, qualifications only, we are going to the level of skills, and the skills portability initiative is such an example of an initiative that we want to put forward so that we ensure the automatic recognition of skills throughout the union, and we can address the labor and skills shortages with the resources that we have inside our union. Other examples I would want to put for the internal mobility pillar is that we want to develop a European vet degree. We have started the work on the higher education European degree, but we want a European vet degree. Vocational and educational training will receive special, let's say, treatment. We have a distinct plan, I mentioned it, because we want to increase the attractiveness and the number of people that address or that enter this type of education. But a European vet degree is one such tool. We also will propose or will work on a degree for engineers, European degree for engineers. And the fourth pillar is related to the attraction of workforce and talent from outside the European Union. We are talking with industries. I've been talking to healthcare sector. They're telling us they need 2 million workers by 2030. Construction sector, many more millions. There is a demographic reality that tells us that we are losing active labor force due to aging, and industries need much more capacity. So for that, we are putting forward initiatives such as the EU Talent Pool, which is a legal proposal already on the table. The trilogues will start in April. A EU-wide platform that would match international job seekers with the demands of the European industries, legal migration pathway that will ensure that we support our industries. But we also want to look not as just at job seekers generally, but at highly talented, brilliant minds, researchers, doctoral, postdoctoral students, and to offer them the possibility to come and study in the European Union, where they find that their values are shared and their research is valued. For that, we will pilot a Marie Sklodowska-Curie scholarship, Choose Europe, we call it, And, of course, we are looking also at a visa program. We will work on it with the colleagues in the Commission so that the visa program will offer facilities and easy access to all the legal roles, positions, entrepreneurial and employment roles inside the European Union. Two key enablers, and I'm closing with that, but those are the most important. One is the governance of the European Union. We have to continue to have the private sector involved. We have now strategic dialogues on automotive, on steel. They will continue, but for skills generally we need a type of governance that includes the private sector in the, let's say, feeding of the policies. So we establish a high-level skills board. This is a team that will include not just ministers of education, commission, it will include also social partners, companies, employers, industries, who will discuss and propose on the policies that and on the measures we need to deploy inside the Union of Skills to address the needs of the industries to better skill Europeans. So this public-private, let's say, board is one that will continuously feed our policies on all topics. Sometimes they will be more sectoral, sometimes more horizontal. Second element, we need data, and we need data on skills, forecasting, anticipating, better analysis, and we need it EU-wide. Now we have different types of databases, some national, some sectoral. We will create an EU Skills Observatory, which is a platform that will integrate on the data necessary for skills anticipation and for the skills analysis, and this will also feed our policies. Third element is a bit more technical, but it's very important that we address the fragmentation of financing and of decisions in a way, is that we will have a brand new EU27 semester, European semester recommendation on education and skills. So we use the semester cycle. We use, of course, to issue a recommendation towards the Council so that member states can take measures in the field of training and skills. For the first time, we put forward such a recommendation, which will be fed by the work of a high-level skills board and by the information from the observatory. Just a few numbers and I close. On STEM, we want to be really ambitious. We will have a gender dimension and you will see it. Our goal is that 45% of VET STEM graduates, VET graduates are STEM. 32% of university graduates are STEM graduates. And we propose that by 2030, we bring 1 million women, girls, women, in a STEM education. These are very ambitious goals, but it is the only way that we can go forward. Thank you, and I am looking forward to your questions.
Thank you, Executive Vice President. And indeed, we open the floor to questions on the Union of Skills. Yes, please.